People go at war, foreigners with jobs, while masses of the people, even the rescue, small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, they are even they are more angry than people like us because we some of them, they are in those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, they are even they are more angry than people like us. Those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, they are those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in go to get mafia people, go at war, foreigners with jobs, while masses of the people, even the rescue, small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Today, they are
Okay, so it's another Friday, and this is how I would like to welcome you to another edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with me, Stephen Compton, and my team there from the U.S. And I hope to be joined by my team later on. For those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, there's somebody telling me say I'm gonna play that thing again. Y'all like Bob Beneo. Okay, so let's see. Venetia Junior Bar is following us. T Gay also following us there from the Freeport community. Siane Airtel Taylor doing the scene as well. And Sam Brown, he says, good morning. I'm watching you from River says, Compton this morning. Thank you so much. So the rest of you, you can do the same. Share the live video and invite other people to watch along with you. Josh Dankwa is also following, and that's very important. And so today, as I said, today we'll be playing host to a team from the adjoined Faculty Association of the University of Liberia there. They are here as we discuss their recent decision to disassociate themselves from the general faculty there at the University of Liberia. What they made of that and other related issues, pressing issues there at the state-run university. I'm Stephen Compton. After this very short break, we bring on our team, then we jump into our discussion.
freedom fighter, get in your do your baba.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Ayo, 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 ayo.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their gun, they changed their mind. When they came their gun, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom
You
fighters.
freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Beauty. Aha.
Okay, all right. We want to say welcome back after this very short break. Before bringing on our team here, let me usher in my colleague there, Aliyu Masaleh from the US. Good morning, Aliyu. Aliyu, are you there? Good morning.
Good morning, Stevie Compton. Good morning, Mama Liberia. This is Aliyu Masaleh from Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here this morning. Salamu alaikum to all Muslims around the world. And good morning to our studio guests this morning. How you guys doing?
Yeah, so I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. So let's see. Let's now bring on our guest here.
Steven,
Yeah.
why were you to work? You put your phone on silent?
Oh, you are calling me, right?
Yes, that's not good. They go your phone beyond vibration than silent. I can tell. Yes.
Yeah, so I will respond to that later. I'm sorry for that. I'm in the studio now, but it's just very good, and we have our team here. So let's quickly cross over to Dan. Beginning with you. I know it is you are always been here, but just for people who are just following us, I would like you to have yourself introduced. Then we'll move over. We'll come to the lady here. Yes. So go ahead.
So thank you, Steven. It's an honor to be here again in your cool studio. The voice is this is the voice of Josh S. Tengmer, and I come in the capacity as acting Assistant Secretary General for the Adjoint Faculty Association of the University of Liberia.
Okay, thank you. The next person.
And my name is George Ashikwini.
Okay.
I'm serving as the Secretary General for the Adjunct Faculty Association, University of Liberia.
Okay, thank you. Now let's cross over.
And I'm Wodenina Guy Stevens,
Okay.
Chairperson of the Adjunct Faculty Association.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. And now let's begin with this. There are a lot of people who are following. First, would like to know what this particular segment of the faculty of the University of Liberia is all about. So that we can be able to get an understanding what the group means and what it stands for, among other things. So, yes, so anybody can start up with that.
So, the Adjunct Faculty Association of the University of Liberia is a group of professionals who have joined the University of Liberia as contractors or contract lecturers at the UL. And of course, our purpose is to bring together all part-timers or adjunct faculties under one umbrella so that we can have one voice. And with the objective of advocating for our well-being and our advancement.
Okay. All right. You like to add to that, Mr. Secretary?
Well, she said it all. But again, one of the key things is for an association of this nature to focus on the opportunities and likely obstacles that might affect adjunct faculty members.
Okay. All right. So just in recent time, the Faculty Association at the University of Liberia launched a Go Slow Action. And that particular, in time for school to open, we saw a decision from the Faculty Association, as I said, and just in recent time, there was a communication from your organization, the Adjoint Faculty Association of the University of Liberia, disassociating yourself from the overall faculty at the University of Liberia. Why is the reason why you people, have decided to disassociate yourselves from a decision from the general faculty body?
Well, the reason is simple. We are contractors. They are employees. And in fact, the protest was like it came as a shock to us because we were not in the know of that protest. We had no clue, and we cannot just follow something that we do not understand. Yes, so you can say, okay, come, let's go. I'm going to fight somebody out there, and I have to understand. I can just go and get involved into the fight. And besides, for us adjunct faculty, that's why you see when they came up with their release, we give it, I think, like a day or two, or I think 3 days before we could come up, with something. We wanted to see, wanted to observe the process. And because as professionals, we have to be very mindful. We have to look at the pros and the cons of issues before taking action. And so when we look at it as leaders, and we said, but this fight, we are not part of this fight, and we are not supposed to be a part of this fight because we are already in a negotiation with the UL leadership. We have been in negotiation with them. We have been in talks with them and dialogue. And so, and they have been responding, response have been positive. So we did not see the need. We can't be at the same time talking with you and then coming to fight you. So this is why we came up with the release.
And one thing before I cross over to my colleague, some of these things that were mentioned by the Faculty Association there at the University of Liberia, things like you mentioned earlier on, the well-being of the faculty members and other things. So these are things they were advocating for, or these are things they were talking about in the interest of you, the faculty. So
Did they say that?
There's something that's contained in their release that they are talking about the well-being of teachers at the University of Liberia. And so why with something that you yourself, let's say, trying to talk about in your interest, and you want to distance yourself from a similar thing that a particular body that you operate under, and you want to distance yourself, is that something beyond what we see on the surface?
No, for me, for us, we don't believe that, they were actually speaking in our interest.
Okay.
Reason being, if we can recall, sometimes 2024, we had a semester, 2023, 2024 semester.
Okay.
And we had not taken pay for like over 8 months.
Okay.
And we did not protest.
Okay.
But what we did was to meet with all of our leadership. And yes, we met with the president of OFI, and we told her the situation. Look, this is what we are faced with. We've gone like 8 months. We have not taken pay. How can you help us push this? And we were told by the president of OFI that the situation was far beyond the university.
Okay.
And actually, when it comes to payment, it's the Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
And so we should wait until finance can send money to the University of Liberia. And so we were not happy about that.
Okay.
We thought, OFA would have done more in addressing that issue. And so we left, disappointed with the kind of response we got from the president of OFA. In fact, she said that, look, for Ijon, usually you people are not in the budget.
Okay.
And so normally they will have to find money around. That was her word. They got to find money around for you. And after the semester, so it's not something that is fixed in the budget and what have you. I quiz her, and she kept saying the same old thing. So we left. And fortunately for us, the leadership of also the student union heard about our plot, and they decided to come in.
Okay.
It was also that organized a press conference to talk about, the adjunct faculty.
Okay.
And we must commend the leadership of also who saw the need to come in.
Okay.
And so afterwards, we were on our own though. And then we said we're in this transitional period.
Okay.
And so we waited for a new president to come in. And so when the president came in, Dr. Mapanya was appointed.
Okay.
So when she came, January, February, we decided to let her, take her breath, and before we can meet with her. And then we started, sometimes in March, we started to meet. And she's always open.
Okay.
She's always open. Anytime anybody can call her, she responds, she will talk with you. And yeah, unlike past administrators, that had never been the office of the president, had never been open to everyone like that of Dr. Mapanya.
Okay.
So yes, so we've been talking with her, and she's been making some move, and she has made some efforts. And in settling the 2023-2024 payment that she made there.
Okay.
And even though there were a few other colleagues that, still have outstanding, we are still working on that.
Okay.
And then for last semester, she was able to also settle part of the number of part-timer, and yes, we see that she's making some effort, so we saw no need to join the fight like that.
Okay, so let me now cross over to my colleague. Aliyu Masale, you listen to the president of the adjoined faculty association at the University of Liberia. Let me now bring you on. Probably you have a question or concern.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steven. Oh, I'm listening. I'm driving. I will join you guys later. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So Solomon Bakar Reeves, welcome. Solomon, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning and good morning to our studio guests. And I want to say good morning to We Nation.
Okay. Okay, so now before I cross over to Solomon, now let's look at this because many a times these things that a lot of people will say at certain point in time, the faculties there at the University of Liberia sometimes delay the learning process where you see at certain point in time we come up with a certain coin and all these kind of things that are happening at the university. Now let's look at this before one goes at a university as a part-time teacher. What are some of these agreements? What are some of these things that can be put in place before one accepts to become a part-time teacher? After which time, knowing fully well that you are not on the university's payroll. What are some of these things at first that are brought on the board that you were told for which you have accepted to be a part-time teacher? I think the secretary, you want to talk? You want to respond to
You
that?
want me to talk about that? Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. So normally the process is like this. It's the chairpersons of department that will recommend to administration people or professionals that they believe can help the department because the university itself is short of professors.
Okay.
And so that is why they bring in contractors to help. And so they send the names for recommendation, and then we are called upon to sign a contract, and then we sign the contract. And one thing the contract says, like the last contract we signed, we supposed to be paid like twice a semester, meaning every after 2 months. But then, and the contract is in US dollars.
Okay.
But when we go to receive pay, we receive in Liberian dollars. Granted, we have two currency. We receive Liberian dollars, and then yeah, that's the process. That's just the process.
All right. So there's a communication which I spoke about earlier on, and there were a couple of issues you people stressed out in the communication that have informed your decision to distance yourself from the decision by offer. All right, you made mention of few, but now let us look at this. One of the things that you people made mention of has to do with according to you, you believe that in advocacy that pushes the organization vision, objective, which include but not limited to ensuring that qualified adjourned, I paid on time, and among other things. Right now, let look at this. Like we said earlier on, the reason why I ask this question, what are some of these things that are put on the board before people be able to go at the university there to become a part-time teacher? The reason why I've asked this question, because these are things that a lot of people need to understand, right? These are things a lot of people need to understand. And so, as the faculty association or mother body that some way somehow that you work on them as an organization at the University of Liberia. So want to know, besides the decision, why is the working relationship between your organization and that of OFA?
Well, it's cordial.
Okay.
It's cordial. We don't have any problem.
Okay.
No, we have not had any problem. Like I said, nobody can convey your messages or your message um, like you yourself. You know the shoes you are wearing.
Okay.
You know what you want. And so we say we ourselves can better push for what we want.
Okay.
Because for them, um, they are in a comfortable seat,
Okay.
unlike us. And so they cannot push. For example, if it's because they had their own issue, so they came up with that protest. So let's take, for example, if everything went well with Alpha, is Alpha going to keep pushing for part-timer or adjunct faculties? No,
Okay.
it has never been. Except where they have issues, then maybe they will say, okay, adjunct faculty, let's just add this yes.
Okay.
And we don't want that. We don't want when they have a say, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want a kind of friendship only when your friend wants to go out, and then he say, okay, my man, take one shirt. I just bought you new shirt so we can go out. But he never gives you gifts, like that, unlike he wants you to follow him.
Okay. All right. So let me now cross over to Solomon Bakari. Solomon, we have a team from the adjoined faculty association at the University of Liberia here. Let's say the part-time teachers there at the University of Liberia. In recent time, they sent out a communication distancing their association or organization from offer recent decision, their recent go slow action. So they are here, and let me now cross over to you. If you have a question or a concern, then you can put it forth.
Thank you very much. I was listening to the one. I mean, she's a secretary, right?
No, she's the president. Yeah, the president. Okay.
So she said they have cordial relationship with the permanent staff at the university. And then, of course, in her deliberations, she started saying, of course, these people they will not advocate for this. They only advocate for themselves and things like that. So I don't know what she meant by cordial relationship. What kind of relationship? If you are in
Professionally,
need, say that again.
professionally, we do have cordial relationship.
Okay. So, well, the thing is that, of course, she said they are part-time workers, and then they are contracted workers, and the contract is based on maybe somebody will do the recommendation. So, are they being paid by the University of Liberia, or how the contract is being paid?
The contract is signed with the University of Liberia. Yes. So it's the University of Liberia that is responsible to pay.
Okay. But I don't have much, because if there has been that bilateral relationship with the permanent staff, and then the part-time or the part-time uh, staff, then of course they will push the agenda together. But it's according to her, it's just a professional relationship that they are teacher, we are also teacher. So hi, and then they do whatever they have to do. But if they have built that relationship, that all of them, of course, they may be adjoint professors, but all of them, they are working in the interest of the University of Liberia for Liberia. Then we'll see them working together when it comes to the receiving the benefits or the pay for the adjunct professor, and also when it comes to the permanent professor, then we'll work together in that regard. But where you only have professional relationship, and not a bilateral relationship, for them to look out for one another, it will be complicated. So I understood the situation there. Most of the other people who are permanent professors, they hardly get their pay. And of course, if I don't get my pay, it'll be difficult for me to advocate for the part-time professors. So that is, humanly speaking, that is what people usually do. Of course, there are some other people who will put the interests of other people more than themselves, but in majority, most people put their own interest first. So this is where we stand. The situation at the university, that's similar situation within the actual education system, especially with the people that are in grades. The teachers that are sent to those schools, those who are voluntary teacher or part-time teacher, they also go through that. So it is a serious problem in our education system. And if the government of Liberia, they are charging people fees from rice being donated by the government of Japan, and they are saying they have some sort of account to put money generated from the sales or whatever they gather from the rice into education, and these professors are not being paid, then it means that they are collecting rice from Japan, charging the people of Liberia at a higher price, and then you're not paying the workers. Where in your bank, before establishing a bank, you say you're going to put that money, the proceeds, into education, into hospital, and you're not doing that, it becomes a serious problem. And this is why these adjunct professors, plus the other professors, plus all other teachers, that's what they're going through, what they are going through. The government is not prioritizing education, and this is why our brothers and sisters, they are going through what they are going through. It is a sad situation. I really, really identify with them. It's a sad situation.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Masale, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm following Stephen. I'm
Okay.
dropping my kids off. You know that 3 school in the morning, I had to be
Okay.
around.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Now let's cross over to the SG. Yes. There are a lot of people following, many of whom are students of the University of Liberia, right? And following this particular decision by offer, and with your own decision to distance yourselves from whatsoever decision it came away, a lot of students out there are wondering what will be their fate for the upcoming semester, because this semester should have started, I think, a week ago, a few days ago. So why is the stand of students at the University of Liberia in terms of probably going back to school?
Well, I actually can't speak for the students,
Okay.
but my impression of what's going on will determine that. But yeah, here's the point. The schedule at the University of Liberia affects all the stakeholders,
Okay.
including students. We also have the administrative staff, and all 5 and us belong to the academic staff. And of course, there are other partners and what have you. The decision taken by the University of Liberia Faculty Association affects the schedule.
Okay.
So it creates a ripple effect. So students will not be able to come to classes if the protests and the strike action, they go slow.
Okay.
The staying away from classes continue. Students will not have lectures. Graduation is going to be postponed. Some of them are intending to complete programs and move into, other walks of life, probably even go into higher education. And those other schools also have their schedule to begin. So the ripple effect, the impact of having a strike at this moment seems more of being highly critical than being positive. And that gives rise to what we prefer to have constructive engagement with the University of Liberia faculty on these issues.
And the faculty has claimed that they have been having these kind of engagement, face-to-face talks and other things, but since then, this demand they are talking about have not been met.
Oh, that's a good point. However, they have had series of strike actions in the past. One of the strike actions that led that they requested for in the past, the renovation and then the sanitary conditions. We were out of activities, classroom activities, and academic activities at the university for more than 6 months. At that time, the understanding was that renovation was going on, and the sanitary conditions that they mentioned will be improved. Now, when you fast forward, the current requests that they're making, the demands, also includes the sanitation and renovation. So the point here is, then don't use the same tactics all the time if you're not getting solutions. So why go on strike again for something you've done in the past that didn't work? So we believe use another suitable approach. Engage authorities, continue to engage authorities, be part of the solutions, participate in finding the solutions. Meanwhile, academic activities are ongoing. No negative ripple effect. That's the position. We are not demeaning the issues that they raise. So let's put that in context. We are not saying that the issues they're raising are not credible. Even though it's not timely, and that's personal. It's not timely in my view, and some of those issues are questionable. However,
I want you to be a bit specific when you talk about some of these issues that are questionable. That's a very great point, and I'll let you to make that explicit so that our audience can be able to get an understanding. What are you talking about? If you say some of these issues are questionable, what are some of those issues that are questionable within those demands they are making?
I will highlight just one. In their demands, they said long-standing faculty promotion. Faculty members at the University of Liberia do not go under an umbrella entity and begin to request for promotion. There's a definite procedure, conventional, best practices. So normally, a candidate who reaches a point for promotion makes an application based on several criteria: your qualifications, your academic activities, papers you have published, and you name it, your role in outreach, your ability to have secure grant funding in the university, and all of that. That application is made. When that application is made, it goes to the requisite office, preferably the vice president of academic office, academic affairs office, and they in turn will act on it. The normal procedure would be that when the university receives individual applications, not an application from a university Liberia faculty association that wants an umbrella promotion for faculty members, we don't do that. Then normally the individual request is sent to other colleagues in other universities to critique and determine whether or not the appropriate rank that this person is requesting matches standards. When they get these results, it comes back to the university. Once it's positive, you get your automatic increase in your promotion, in your rank. So with this method here that they are highlighting, where it's long-standing promotion under the umbrella, I believe there will be people in there who are not duly eligible, but will be covered by such. So it becomes questionable. Individuals should apply and go through a due process and expect to get promotion. Promotion takes place every day at the university. They don't hold people down, but you don't go use this route. It's questionable.
Now, there are some members of OFA who, over the period of time, have, among other things, have questioned the leadership of the current president. What do you make of the current president's leadership at the University of Liberia since our appointment?
Oh, I don't know how to describe this form of leadership because I have not seen it in a while. Yes. Maybe Dr. What's his name? One of our former president who died. What's his name? Oh. Yes. Dr. Dennis. Yeah, maybe Dr. Dennis come close. Yes. Because Dr. Dennis had this relationship with students. Because at that time, myself, I was a student And so I've interacted with Dr. Dennis several times. He would just walk out, meet you, chat a bit, ask you a few questions, about situation as a class and stuff like that. Dr. Mapayan, since her appointment or her inauguration, being that she's already aware of the situation, because if you look at her inaugural speech, she mentioned the facility, she mentioned upgrading, bringing the university up to standard. She mentioned a lot of things, meaning she was already, aware of the situation. And so she's been there like January up to now, like 7 months, 8 months now. And we have started to see, some changes, but there have been a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to payment. That's one of the main, stuff. And so when it comes to payment, salaries and arrears, that have been one of our focus, because I'm not her PR, but from our own observation, yes, we see that she opened doors. Anybody that opened doors to stranger or somebody, you should always appreciate. Once you knock and the door is open, you should appreciate. So she always opened doors for us. She always willing to talk with us. And I join member for that fact. Yeah, she will open doors. She will communicate with you.
Okay, so folks, if you are just joining us, you are following the Friday edition of the program Issues in the Society, and we have a studio here, executive of the adjoint faculty association there at the University of Liberia. Let me cross over once again to Solomon Barker Reeves. Solomon, yes, so yeah, welcome again.
Well, thank you very much. This is a good discussion. I know what is happening to our professors. It is affecting a lot of people because that is the only higher institution of learning we have in the country. And for teachers not being paid on time to have arrears, and even for the adjoint professors getting their salary is also a problem. That speaks volume because most of the people in government, majority of them, they attended that university. And if you look at the future, the face of the university, it's very deplorable. And now they are not putting money in the budget just to make their alma mater a better place. I never attended University of Liberia. I came to college here in the United States, not in Liberia. But that is the alma mater of many of the people in government, including the president himself. So for it to be going that way, for money not to be in the budget uh, uh, for the university, it's a shame. Gafwan, who is the foreign minister, attended LU at University of Liberia, and he also, I heard, was one of the teachers or professors there. And for them to what they are doing to that institution is very, very bad of. But what I want to ask, back in the 80s when we were in school or in student leadership, the behavior of students, government, it caused a lot of problems. And even at the university, and based on that, there was a degree called Degree 88A passed, especially because the way the political party at the University of Liberia, they were governing. So my question here is that how is the political student groups at the university, how is it interfering with the smooth operation of your teaching at the university? I'm talking about the actual teaching aspect, whether a joint professor or a regular professor. I don't know whether you understood the question I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank God you know that even in the 80s, these things happen. I remember I was a little girl living right next to the university, and I myself have seen a lot. I have seen when students held caskets, and I have seen us running into. I have witnessed these things myself, and I don't think much have changed. Yes, that same pattern, they are still going. So I think the university will have to put in some policies, some measures, especially when it comes to security. We too, we need security because sometimes we may get hurt. I remember one incident, it was during Taylor's time. I was up that GH building. I almost jumped down. Somebody help me, don't jump. I was a
Wow.
student at the time. Yeah. So somebody said, don't jump. I wanted to jump out of fear. So the same now, and with us, faculty, is caring. It's caring the way sometimes these political parties who, carry themselves about is caring. So there must, for I think there should be some security put in place. They need to put some measure in place concerning that, because actually it disrupts academic activities there.
Okay, previously you made mention of the working relationship that you faculty members probably have with the university's president. But just in recent time, the student body at the university there, specifically at the Student Unification Party there at the university, they have protested, calling for the dismissal of the university president. And there were a lot of things they raised because they are students, they are feeling the pinch of probably her leadership there. And you are here talking about, things you're doing at the university there. So what do you make of that?
Let's be fair here. Let's be fair here. You are here as a reporter, right? Or manager? I don't know. You are here as a manager, for example, as a manager of this station. And then okay, you just the station have had several managers, and then you just came in like a few weeks or few months, and then somebody says, look, what's the name again?
Compton.
Compton. Compton needs to be dismissed because he had not settled this, he had not settled that. How come? How will you feel? You met all of these issues, and you trying to understand and trying to work along with people so that and solutions can be fun. And then somebody just say, you have to leave, you have to go. So then who then will come and just solve all the problems at once? Even at national level, it's kind of difficult. It's difficult to just solve all the problems at once. That's not being fair. That's not being fair. I think we need to give her some time.
And let me hold you there. And even besides that, some of these issues they talk about without addressing some of these issues at the University of Liberia, they made mention of corruption. Appointing people without following the rightful procedures and all these kind of things.
Well, they have said that, and so for us, we don't know if they do have the evidence. We don't know until then, because they have not shown us any evidence yet. So we don't know. We don't know.
Okay, so let me go over.
Most of those things over there, as I said back in the 80s and moving forward, there were students that were being paid or motivated by politicians so that the student body can run their activities so that it will be understood that it is the student body that doing this, but it has nothing to do with politicians. So sometimes the politician themselves or other people who have connection, they will say, you know what? Why would they bring a white woman to be a president of the university and all these things going on? So you guys can do all of this stuff to pressurize her to resign, so that the person who is pushing that button will be able to get in a position. Those things were being done all the time, and some of those guys that even graduated from the university, whether from the SUP or the other political parties, they still consider themselves to be SUP members. So anything that is going on, they go on the campus. We see those same faces all the time. I say they don't graduate. So it's a serious problem at the university, and it's just sad that our adjunct professors and regular professors, they have to go through the steppings that the student leaders on the university campus, they are causing to the students. Most of the other students that want to learn say they can be afraid to go to school because those same faces, they will come over there. I don't know why you guys can graduate then. I don't know why they can graduate, but it's a serious problem.
Okay. All right. So before going to the line, Madam President, even the secretary can address this particular question. You talk about the issue of the adjoint, getting on regular payroll and other thing there at the university. So as a president or as a leader, a leadership for this particular faculty association, are there mechanisms you are putting in place, working with the university's authority to ensure that members of your team, statuses there at the university are regularized?
This is a request that we are making presently.
Okay.
That is why it's in that release. We are making that request. Look, there are adjunct faculty members who been here for a very long period of time with the experience and qualification. And we think you people need to, put in place some measure mechanism so that maybe say, okay, once you have taught, for this period of time, you can just remain contractor throughout.
Okay.
So maybe if you are taught for this length of time and you got the experience and you have the requisite qualification, then you can apply. Yes. So we just want something like that on book so that people can be able to work out something for themselves. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's cross over to the SG. Yeah, this assistant SG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before going to the line, Mr. Tembe, are there any other thing probably you would like to maybe talk about that probably would never ask? You like to add it to the discussion too?
So firstly, thank you for having us.
Okay.
My president and the SG have basically said everything, but let me just lay these few lines.
Okay.
Firstly, had the president of the university not met the Senate on education on yesterday, we wouldn't have, gotten a full understanding of how monies she requested for the operations of the university were not provided her.
Okay.
It's in the release, it's all there, over 1 million. That money is still unaccounted for.
Okay.
But then the University of Liberia administration came up with a statement to say that the Ministry of Finance said the money has been disbursed, but they did not receive the money. So, money appropriated for certain function, not being used for that function. One of the top entities of the government said the money was disbursed. Another entity said we didn't receive the money. So now, this goes back to the protester.
Okay.
Now, this is not a confusion we want to have with offer.
Okay.
What we are doing is simply putting ourselves first. It's simply advocating for ourselves because we believe offer has not done that for us. We believe that the situation we are in needs to be aired. And this president is willing to listen. I can say this to you for a fact because even me, I take my phone and text her on WhatsApp. She replied me in no instant.
Okay.
So it means she's willing to listen to anyone who has issues. But then she's particularly concerned about adjunct faculty.
Okay.
The woman is taking our issue. If you listen to her press statement yesterday, she said adjunct faculty should be paid for the past semester in the vacation school. So are you trying to tell me that this is a president who is not willing to see that our social welfare and good life come in place? Of course he is willing, but those same people who don't want to see this system improve, who don't want to see this president go to the zenith of professionalism at the University of Liberia, they are the ones trying to orchestrate plans using other, political actors and groupings to make sure the woman gets afraid and pack her bag to leave the country. But we can say to you, and I'm going to close on this note. The Decent Work Act of Liberia, Section 18.5, the ILO Convention also supports equal work gives you equal pay.
Okay.
If we work, we should get paid. There should be no situation where one will tell us, oh, y'all need to wait for 7 months. The contract we signed, the very day that we signed contract at the University of Liberia, they say we will be paid after 2 months. And then the following pay will be given to us after the close of the semester. Why are they not following that? Why is it that the Human Resource Department at the University of Liberia refusing to give us contract sheet when we sign them? Is it not our right? You signing a legal contract for 1 year, Human Resource say you can get a copy of your contract sheet. Is it not your right? Is that not something against your own right? So these things has to be sorted out, and this is the reason why this president said she instructed the General Auditing Commission to conduct audit at the University of Liberia because she wants to know exactly how things have been run, what are the bottlenecks, and how these things can be improved in a sustainable way. So this is the reason why we from the adjunct faculty decided to go in the in the line of dialogue because the woman is willing to listen and the president is willing to instruct the department or sectors responsible for us to get our just benefit as we have work.
Okay, all right. So let me hold you there and bring on Aliyu. Aliyu wants to say something. Welcome, Aliyu.
Yeah, I've been following. Yeah, thanks to the president, the secretary, the assistant secretary. Yes, I just want to know a couple of things. Number one has to do with I want to know how long this adjunct faculty been in existence when they were established. And again, this issue about you people not being paid for like 8 months. I want to know when you're being established and if you're been having similar problem that there were no money in the budget for you people to be paid. And again, looking at this or protests that went on or saying that the president, they want her to step down, talking about corruption. And yeah, as Solomon said, there are some political undertone. We know what is going on. Yes, even her coming in, there were so many things that were said from people. We heard this thing. But again, I want to know how long you people been existing and how long you've been facing issue of not being paid for 8 months. I want to know that. And again, I want to know from you people looking at this government presently, and maybe you can put previous administration, are they ready prioritizing education, looking at the state-run university, that the higher institution of learning, that most of the people in the country go through, they graduated, like even our president today, our finance minister, like Solomon said. And I want to know, you think the government will ready put money into the budget for Dr. Mapaya to do what she want to do? for the University of Liberia, do you really think, because if people say, oh, yeah, get a good working relationship with her, yeah, that's cool. But for me, I really want to know, you think this government is really going to work with her for her to do what she's supposed to do to deliver the university, to transform the university, looking at those buildings and the way in which, as early as she has come and having challenges, even getting money that she asking for to transform the university. Do you guys think it's going to happen?
Well, we are hoping. That is why we are hoping that they will do that, because they appointed her, they brought her on board, and we believe it's a good thing. You bring qualified people on board, give them all the support they need to get the work done that you want them to, to do. So we are hoping they will do that, and otherwise, then we remain where we are. But we are hoping they will do that. And what was the next question? The first question.
Yeah, how long you guys been in existence, and I want to know how.
Okay,
the fixing similar situation during past Regina Soul.
A very good question. The current Adjunct Faculty Association is a remobilization of a previous Adjunct Faculty Association. So that part needs to be made clear. The Adjunct Faculty Association had been existing for quite some time and was really affiliated, so to speak, with the University of Liberia Faculty Association. So some years ago, I don't remember when, similar thing that's happening now occurred, where the University of Liberia Faculty Association wanted to go on a strike. And the adjunct faculty at that time refused, that they were not going to honor it, and they asked their colleagues to continue teaching. So that brought a rift in loggerheads. And then, for one reason or the other, the president and vice president of the then adjunct faculty associations were employed. And once you are employed, you are no longer part of adjunct faculty. So Alpha, it was when Alpha now assumed the role and responsibility for running adjunct the way they were handling it. So the Adjunct Faculty Association at that time became defunct, and Alpha claimed, as they've always done, that they were there, in the interest of Adjunct faculty. I personally, 2 years ago, went trying to meet with Alpha to have an appointment so that we can have adjunct faculty members as part of the decision-making process that they had. But it did not appear to have any essence at the time. So we were so glad when Madam Steve and others decided to revitalize the association.
And so what he wants to understand also, since this particular group was formed, you want to know as to whether what you are experiencing now had it been experienced before?
Pretty good. We talk about the salary, and then when you talk about employment, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The fact of the matter is, there has been a pattern that has been existing for years, even prior to the previous administration. But it's better to just look at the most recent past. Throughout those years, there were a lot of strike actions, there were a lot of delays, the payment wasn't coming on time, employment, academic. In fact, the university employs more administrative staff than they're employing academic staff. The data is there. So, but prior to that, the adjunct faculty at that time, they were just called only part-timers. The salaries of part-timers and full-timers were all on one payroll, and everybody was paid at the time, the same time. Whether you were fully employed or not, it was one payroll. What has happened? What gave rise to this pattern? Some decision makers came up with a policy some years ago and decided to separate full-time faculty members, Alpha, and part-time faculty members that are now called adjunct. And what they did was to have a separate payroll for adjuncts. So that became a policy. Then they also came up with a policy that adjuncts should not be paid monthly on time. Well, not on time, because I don't think that was their intention. Their intention was that adjuncts be paid separately and should be paid twice at the middle of the semester and at the end, while full-timers were now receiving monthly. So that was a policy that came about, and then and they couldn't even maintain it. They did it for some time successfully, but then it started to drizzle, and as we are now. And it has now become systemic. Over these years, this trend has been, so it is now a system. Mind you, because it exists, people have beliefs and narratives about it, and now the impression is they have this mental mindset that adjunct faculty on supplementary payroll need not be paid. And not only at the university, but even outside. Because I'll give you a quick example here.
Before we go to the line.
Yeah. You don't hear other public agencies crying for salary the way we do. Apparently, if I'm wrong, but apparently they are being paid. We have people who are equally qualified in the university teaching as they are in the public agencies, and they are being paid. We see that when there's a need for a delegation to travel, money is found. And they are in the travel.
You mean the government?
Yes. Yes, we see these things happening. I mean, there was a recent huge delegation that went to a very industrialized country. It's not an easy thing to stay in hotels out there for days. Money comes from here. Somehow it is found. So we believe it's a matter of priority. Apparently, like I said, the mental mindset, those are our university professors, they will teach. At the end of the day, we'll find something from somewhere and give to them. The other one is a priority. And I think that's what's we're struggling with.
So what that implies in terms of the government take on education in our country with what you have just said. What do you make of that?
You know what? Frankly, the government has a part to play, but I think at the university we need to change our own mindsets. Now, and I like the way the president of the university is restructuring. It's high time that the faculty, full-time and even part-time, begin to think outside the box, begin to look for funding, grants, academic funding, bring that into the university, so that we diversify funding sources.
All right, thank you so much. If you are just joining us, we have a team, the leadership of the Adjoint Faculty Association at the University of Liberia. They have been here explaining more about their recent decision to disassociate themselves from the University Faculty Association recent go slow action. So let's hear from you, our people out there. You can now put in your calls to 0772239933, 0886304497, 980375. The numbers to call, and let's hear from you out there what you make of their stand and other issues they were able to talk about the University of Liberia. So let's hear from you, our callers out there. What do you make of issues they have made mention of regarding the University of Liberia? So we get this pressing. This should be our very first caller here. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You are live. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from.
Okay, my name is MSK Daria en route to University of Liberia campus. Now, my question to the president, the issue of salary payment and that of offer part-time and full-time have been an old age problem. A university should be an institution that's supposed to come up with solutions whenever there's a problem. My question is that if any way they can abolish the part-time, empower the full-time, so that we can have this problem. Then two, now everybody that's supposed to go to university, can they come out with a ceiling to say that freshmen that will be coming in will be 200? So they can, because they can overcrowd the university because they want more money, as a can pull an entrance accept everybody. Then two, we notice that whenever they need money, they put on entrance for the law school as well. Okay. So they might not be using university for money making. There should be a standard. There should be a standard. Okay. So is there any way that they can cope with that situation?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold you there and see whether we can get this next person. Good morning.
What?
Good morning.
Morning, I'm calling from Tansha, West.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You are live.
Okay. Now, University of College here. They should not be making it all business because regimes. And before the part when I said regimes, they were there. We now hear any kind of noise. But yesterday, I heard some statement from the president from the university of the regime government being allowed to be president there. He said, if to face a battle, to face weapon, he put in for 40,000 United States dollars. So I think the people who made on addition, they say they will get 30,000 or 25,000. So it's not enough for him to face that work. But he will say to it, he will get it by 4. So they will not make our country big business. Our children are suffering and they're not going to school. We are appealing to the government. They put attention to university families. They try to cry when they come outside. We have to send somebody. But I said, it was send somebody. I said, go listen to the student cry. The student didn't work in that. So a big name. The people spending their money behind their children to know better. So they must try and open the school and they train them to go to school. They train them are saving up when they complaining. They are suffering. Then they pull the children back to their school and bring them to the bus and government. Then you transform the school. Then you do development to the school at 10.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's take more calls on 0772 239933 0886 3044 97 0777 980375. But very quickly, let's see whether we can recognize a few of our people who are following us here this morning. That's just very, very much important. Beginning with this person, Lahab Masale is following us there from FDA Junction. We have here Dedeso Cowboy. This person says they are following us there from Trowin Community, the borough of Kuta. Let's hold it there. Get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Konto.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mike Brown calling from the Chicken Sofatra Bell.
Okay, Brown.
Yeah, I listen to you guys this morning and also your guests in studio and Mr. Masare and the rest of the other people. You know, Kondo, let me just go to the point quickly. You see this country, this isn't the best universities we have in this country. I've been on that campus several times. Sometimes you use the good in the bathroom to use the bathroom. You see the bathroom, it's so bad. And yesterday I monitored the president, her speech and think, no country, no be real. That place is a place that other people so they'll be living from other countries like Sierra Leone, like Ivory Coast, like Ghana, like Nigeria. They come here to go to school. But it's based on our own leader that will take care of the university. You ever have the place called that even people that are sweeping, that brushing, they say they can get a salary? Are you kidding me? So you expect for other people to send their children there? Now school open. You get students that will be graduated from school and will be attending the university. Can you imagine all those things? The president is trying to put that place together. So the government should see our best to get her form to strengthen the university. Is that going to be that way? To be real, man.
Okay, thank you.
Killing the dream of the young people that coming up.
Thank you. Let's show you that get this other person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, this person from this side. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm William and I call from Lokitan.
Yeah, William, go ahead.
Okay. No big issue, you know, or public or let's say a state-run university suffering for like 30 years before I say the government. Where government can go to a carpenter shop and then order move them and people know that they'll go on campus even before I say bathroom. Even armchair, ordinary in the armchair.
Okay. They got to see after this thing. The government ready to see after this thing.
All right, thank you. Let's hold that. This person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Stephen Compton. And good morning to the peace lovely people of Lofa County. Well, Stephen, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fofana Jr.
Okay,
I call from the Somali tribe. Stephen Compton, I just want to leave belong this morning to a studio guest. You know, that she's the president of Offer. So I want to say, madam,
not the president, not the president of Offer. Hello?
Hello?
Don't say
Yeah.
she's not the president of Offer. She's the president of the adjoint faculty association at the University of Liberia.
Thank you for the correction.
Okay.
Well, madam, I just want to belong to you. Your expose in that studio tell me that you are psychophone because you're not in it. You're not speaking in the interest of the faculty of the university. You are speaking in the interest of yourself. That is not good. This is our country. What the people are going on through that campus, it is true. It is as well for them to come straight. You shouldn't come, because of your own self interest. You're saying that my parent is doing well. What is my parent doing at university? She's not doing anything. Since her insertions, I have not seen anything that she's doing tangible.
Okay, he went off. I hope you can call back if you can. Well, I got this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Serious Condon. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. Your name and where you joining us?
Thank you very much. My name is Aiva Douglas. I do join you from Ghana of the Chocolate City.
Okay,
Serious Condon, let me take the time to appreciate your guest in studio. You see, we have a government that is responsible to take care of our period sector. But if you see the government allowing people, because they are being alleged that people are making business on the university campus, I don't know how they go about making that business. But if you see people, government are being silent, even on those allegations that are being leveraged against people on the campus, it is because they are not taking care of their responsibility. How will you get professional people that will devote their time to go and impact knowledge in people? At the end of the month, they can't get paid. They expect them to just continue to be there. And I'm trying to encourage our professor the institute there, if the government can take reason to pay them on time, let them lay down their chalk and find the because they are family people too. They can't go down to be talking every time the university will be in the public on the wrong reason. The government said there are going to be no business as usual, and we just continue to see those things. Why is the government doing to prioritize a particular sector? Thank you this morning, man. I got it, my brother.
Okay, thank you. Thank you also for making your own contribution here. Let's take a few more calls and just wrap it up. Go back to our guests here so that they can be able to address some of these concerns that have been raised by you. The callers out there on 0772239933, 0886304497, 0777980375. The numbers. So now let's go back to our dashboard here. We have James Bernard. Bernard is following us. Jeff commenters also watching us as well. Agatha Glasgow there from RRA, where the common citizen children live, according to her. And David Thomas is also following us, and David Tueto there from New Crew Town. Mary Tule is also following us as well. William W. Blue says the Liberian civil rights movement's official spokesperson is watching from Upper Cartwell, Monrovia, Liberia. Good morning, guys. Spencer Mohammed is also following us. Fatou Sharif, Nathan Page, and the rest of you, they're following us. So let's see. And yes, we are actually running out of time. So let's just quickly run over to our guests here, beginning with the assistant secretary. Let's begin with the assistant secretary. Yeah. So you listen to the callers, and in your parting statement, if there are other things that you like to talk about, you never mentioned, you can just do that. Wrap it up in a minute or two. We appreciate that. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, Convention 95 of the International Labour Organization supports workers getting that just benefit on time. Most especially when you have signed contract. Those contracts were legal and you need your benefit. Now, to other issues, I get so sad when I listen to Liberians speaking ignorantly about people when they don't know how system are run. Now, this is a precedent. And now, I'm not trying to be her PRO person. Okay, I'm just speaking bluntly. I'm very new to the university, but I'm someone who has good eyesight and using my pen to go and do research. I have researched a lot of things at the university. The human resource system is messed up. The finance system is messed up. The controller department is messed up. All right. So when the president took over, she requested the GSC to conduct audit. Why you think she wanted to conduct audit, or why you think she really want to audit? It's because she want to put an end to some of the malpractices, the discrepancy. How can you have? And I don't want to go that level of exposing some of the issues that are coming out from the faculty association of the university. But how can you be a full employee of the university faculty, getting your salary on time, getting your benefits on time? Okay, but then when it comes to overload, because the university provides that you can have overload, and then when you have overload, you go to the human resource, and then you have another contract. But you don't want to follow that trend of you being an employee requesting for overload. It's like you and Stephen Conton here. You're working here at Kings FM. All right. Now you work extra time. They can call overtime. Okay. So they pay you, and they will say pay you as an employee that having overtime. No, but that is not the situation. So the human resource and the finance and the controllers, those three departments, they created a situation where an employee can still be referred to as adjoint. How can an employee be adjoint? So that Mampayo is saying, let's conduct an audit. The audit will bring to book, and I'll get it here for free. When that audit is conducted and concluded, so many things will be exposed. How come you think she said on yesterday that 205 persons will be dismissed from the university? You think that is just something that she has just come up out of the blue sky? It's because credential audits are being done. Okay. After credential audit will be concluded, another audit that has to do with the finance side will be conducted. So hair counts will also come in, employee hair count. So when these things are done, you will realize that there are people who are living in America, the UK, Great Britain, and different countries. But guess what? They are on faculty employee listing. They are on adjunct faculty listing. Then that one there, when the woman talking now, they will say the woman wiki. So you see, so these are the things that we are saying. We support this cause because it brings about sustainable solution. And we are clear on this part.
All right, Timber. Let's hold you there. Go straight to the secretary.
Yeah, I know we're out of time, but I just like to reiterate and make it clear that the Adjunct Faculty Association of the University of Liberia is in no fight with the University of Liberia Faculty Association. The demands, the issues they raise are legitimate issues. We distance ourselves from the method they were using to get solution. We say, don't protest, don't go on strike. Let's continue to engage the University of Liberia authorities. Let's be part of the solution process. Let school be in session. Let and at the end of the day, we will have a positive impact. Eventually.
All right, thank you. Now the president. You listen to the callers, and many one of the callers make mention of something, and the person said,
I'm what?
Okay, yeah. So you people are doing all these things because of your own benefit, coming to probably pre-sinking the university president. They believe that since her ascendancy, since her appointment, she has not been doing anything beneficiary to the university. What do you have to say to that in your closing statement?
Well, that was directly to me that I'm being sycophant. I want to say this: people who know me know who I am, what I stand for. But if you can say, helping the system grow to be better for our brothers and sisters, if you can say, We don't want to stay away. We want to come. We want to go to classrooms to help, empower our brothers and sisters, our uncles, and you call that being sycophant, then, well, I don't understand your definition. But what I can say, we want to call on, like what the ASG mentioned, sometimes when the system is flooded with fraud, I don't care, even if you take 10 million, 20 million and infuse it there, nothing good will come out. So we are calling for the system to be cleaned up. Let the system be cleaned up. We are calling on our colleagues, the UL Faculty Association, to see reason to come back to school. Let's open the doors for our prospective graduates. Let's open doors for people who just took entrance that want to come to, the problem with higher education in our country is very vital. So we need to take that very seriously, even though we are making the sacrifice as I join. So they are implored, let them also join the struggle and help make this university what it ought to be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam President. Let me now quickly go over to my team as they close up. Just a minute. Solomon, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Actually, I was going to ask them whether the adjoining faculty, whether they have some benefits such as medical, and also whether the adjoining staff, whether they are mandated to pay taxes in order that was the question I wanted to ask before the caller. So I don't have any other thing, but just to ask the two questions. Thank you very much for coming on board to let us know what is going on. We are aware of it, what you're going through. It has been a major problem in the country. We don't prioritize the priority. Most of the people in government, majority of them, as I said, they are products of the University of Liberia, but they're not paying any attention to education. It is very shameful and it is very, very sad for our country. A country whose original language is English. We need to prioritize education. Thank you very much for being in studio to let us know what's going on, especially at the University of Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Masale, let's get it quick. You want to respond to the question?
Yes, he asked too many questions.
Just
so yeah, we have a 10% tax deduction from our salary, and we have no medical benefit.
No ADICA, nothing.
No ADICA.
You sign legal contract, but you get no ADICA. What?
No ADICA?
No ADICA. No ADICA.
Okay, that's good. We have our next program coming up. Masale, let's hear from you very quickly so that we can close up.
Thanks to the studio guests, but as for me, I don't know. I would like for us to have them back again anytime because I wanted us to cover, we didn't. So I don't have availability for next week. And to the caller that said to Mapaya is not doing anything. For example, when you elect a new government, when they kind of tell you say we inherited a broken system, and then they start to fix it. You know how that place is broken down, that university, that woman, she get a lot of work to do. And as much as this government is not willing to put in money for her to transform that university and put things in place, I see her resigning very soon because she's not going to be there. At the end of the day, you people are already start saying she's corrupt. If you want her to work in the interest of the Liberian people to transform our university, start with your government. Let her put in money and work along with her. You expect her to come and make miracle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aliyu Masale. I would like to say many thanks to all of our callers out there. I will say thanks to our guests for honoring our invitation here. I'm Stephen Compton. Stay tuned. Up next is the Liberty Fortune Award program with Newton Togba.
I'm a freedom fighter.